Hello and welcome to Baron's Game Room. I'm Aaron as always, and let's continue on with our spring cleaning. Today's game I'm getting rid of is Clash of Decks. So Clash of Decks is a card game really for 2 players, but there are some modes for doing it 1 to 4 players as well. An interesting thing about this game is its marketing. It was actually marketed as a physical free-to-play game, where basically you got the very first base set expansion for just paying for shipping, and then you paid for the other expansions from there. In this game, players will have a mix of creatures and incantations, and either by pre-constructing or drafting, each player is going to have a deck of just 8 cards. That's it. For setup, you just need to place the 2 bridge cards on the table. Then after you shuffle your cards, you'll take them all into your hand like this. And lastly, make sure the Bastion/Fort card is all the way in the leftmost part of your hand, Bastion side up. This card's double-sided so both players can see it. Every turn is broken into 3 phases, and the first phase every turn is mana generation, where basically you get 1 mana for every card in your hand, so a full hand is 9 mana. You'll use that mana to summon cards from your hand. However, you can only ever summon the 4 leftmost cards in your hand, not the rest of them. When summoning a monster, place it next to a bridge on your side. When summoning a monster, you can place it next to either bridge, but if there's already creatures next to that bridge, you'll put it to the left of all other creatures by that bridge. When casting a spell, you will immediately do whatever its effect is, then return it back to your hand. In this game, anytime a creature is defeated or a spell is cast, it immediately comes back to your hand on the far right side. A quick look at cards shows their attack, their defense, and any special abilities they have in the center. Finally, it's the attack phase, and the assault phase of it all, starting with the top bridge, the leftmost character will deal its attack value to the leftmost character on the other side. So 2 to 2, since its value is equal, that means this one is destroyed and returned back to its hand. Meaning when this one attacks, it now is going to directly attack your opponent. Same for this one, it can directly attack your opponent. When you are attacked directly, you will move your Bastion/Fort card over that many card spaces in your hand, so the 2 damage received that turn will be moved over 2 cards. Once the Bastion reaches the rightmost part of your hand, you will flip it fort side up and put it back on the left side of your hand. Once the fort reaches the rightmost part of your hand, you lose the game. Now, I initially got this game because I really liked the portability of it, and I love how it's all contained with just the cards. No extra pieces needed, not even life trackers. But since I liked it, I got the expansions, and that took away the portability aspect that I liked of. Also, after backing the expansions, I ended up finding another game, Mindbug, that has a similar role to fill, and I kind of like it a little better. From the 2 Kickstarters, I managed to get the same starter set twice, so I'll actually be keeping this one and just getting rid of the rest. I may have decided to be moving on, but I'd still say that Clash of Decks is Baron approved.